I've done a lot of dumb shit in my life, but eating a glowing brownie from a barefoot stranger at a forest rave is definitely in my top 5. It started with a music festival, middle of nowhere, deep woods, no signal, no rules. One of those half-legal Earth frequency events, where everyone's either tripping, spinning fire, or selling handmade jewelry out of the back of a van. There were 4 of us. Me, Jared, Tori, and Danny. Just trying to get away from everything for a weekend. Clear our heads, forget real life even existed. We parked at some makeshift lot and hiked 15 minutes through trees before the forest just opened up. Stage lights, tents, psychedelic art strung between the trees. Giant speakers pulsing with bass like a heartbeat. It felt alive. We didn't even question it, we just let ourselves fall into the rhythm of it all. Sometime after midnight, we met her. She was standing by the fire pit, handing out food, like she owned the place. Long dark hair, a crescent tattoo between her eyes, and a grin that made you feel like she already knew your name. Said her name was Ari. "You look hungry," she said, offering us a tray of brownies wrapped in banana leaves. "Made these with a very special ingredient. Grows wild around here, totally natural." We all just assumed she meant weed, maybe shrooms. They tasted weird. Sweet but earthy, like eating chocolate that had been buried in moss. I almost spit mine out, but Ari watched me the whole time, eyes never blinking. "You'll feel it soon," she said. "The forest has been waiting for you." At first it felt like a good high. Warmth in the chest, everything sounding a little slower. But then things got strange. The trees started humming, not in a metaphorical way. I heard them, like low voices just beneath the music. Tori said she could see patterns in the sky, said the stars were talking. Jared wandered off and came back an hour later saying he had found a tree that breathed with him. I thought I was just imagining things, thought maybe the brownies were stronger than we expected. But then Ari came back. "There's an after party," she said. "Real low key, not far. You should come. Stay a while." We looked at each other laughing like, why not? No signal, no ride till morning. Might as well ride the trip. She led us down an unmarked trail. No flashlight, just the moon. The deeper we went, the more the forest didn't feel like the same forest anymore. The air got thicker, warmer. The trees leaned in closer. By the time we reached the compound, this lush, overgrown collection of cabins and tents wrapped in glowing vines, I realized something. I wasn't high anymore. I was sober, and nothing felt real. We should have turned back then, but we didn't. We stayed. And the next morning, they told us we had agreed to stay for the full cycle under the harvest moon. I don't remember falling asleep. One minute we were dancing around a bonfire with strangers who felt like old friends, and the next, silence. No music, no laughter, no fire, just birdsong. And the sound of wind moving through the leaves like it was breathing. I opened my eyes at sunlight streaming through flowy white curtains. The room smelled like crushed herbs and damp soil. There was moss growing in the corners of the ceiling, actual living moss, and tiny white flowers blooming from the cracks in the wooden walls. I sat up on the mattress stuffed with what felt like dried grass. My clothes from last night were gone, and in place was a loose cotton robe, pale green, soft as petals. Tori was already awake, sitting cross-legged by the window, like she'd been meditating for hours. She turned to me and smiled. "They said breakfast is in the garden. Isn't it beautiful here?" The compound was something out of a dream. Winding paths made of smooth stone led between wooden huts draped in vines. Everything was blooming. Lavender, rosemary, some bright blue flower I didn't recognize. And in the center of it all was a massive tree. Thick trunk, twisted branches, and a halo of glowing moss encircling its base like a crown. Ari stood beneath it, barefoot, arms open like she was welcoming us home. "You made it," she said, her voice smooth like silk. "The mother is pleased." They served us tea in clay cups, and fruit we couldn't name. Everything tasted good, too good, like it was engineered for our mouths. When I asked how long we'd been here, Ari just tilted her head and said, "Time doesn't flow the same here, you'll feel it soon." Then she started talking about the mother, not metaphorically, not like Mother Earth, but like the plant was a real being, a living, breathing entity that connected everyone who came here. Tori nodded, Danny clapped, Jared said it sounded beautiful. Me? I just smiled, because every time I looked at that tree, I felt like I was looking back. We were told to give up our phones, our names, our identities. The detox started slowly. The dreams came first. Vines wrapping around my body, pulling me down. A voice whispering in the dark. Grow, accept, become. I woke up with dirt under my nails, leaves on my pillow. On the 5th day, I saw what I hadn't before. A man beside me in the garden, older, quiet. His sleeve slipped down, and I saw vines pulsing beneath his skin, thorns growing from his knuckles. I looked around, closer. A woman brushing bark like hair. A child with mushrooms behind his ears. A man with green glowing eyes. Ari's shadow didn't match her movement. I started faking it. I ate the food, then I vomited up in the woods. I prayed when watched. I wept on cue, but inside, I was done. I ran. I don't know how long I was out there. The detox nearly killed me. I dreamed. I screamed. I found petals in my mouth. Something moving under my skin. I found someone else too. A man sitting in the woods. His chest was hollowed out, vines pouring from his mouth, eyes wide open, still alive. He smiled at me. I ran again. I used to hate my life. Gas station job, missed birthdays, microwave pizza rolls, and Mountain Dew. I wouldn't give anything for one more phone call with my mom. I went back. I had to try to save them from whatever that place was. The moon was red, swollen, the harvest moon. They were all gathered, silent, beautiful, wrong. I called out. No one flinched, except Danny. She looked at me, whispered, "She forgives me." I begged her, pulled her away, tried to run, but the others began to change, bloom, burst. Danny stopped. "I can't," she said. "She's a part of me now." Vines wrapped her ankles. She didn't scream. She just said, "Go." So I did. They called it a psychotic break. I call it survival. I moved back in with my mom, tried to eat, tried to sleep, tried to forget. But sometimes I wake up and I swear I can feel dirt underneath my skin again. Tonight, I'm back where it started. Another concert, another forest, another group of kids laughing too loud. And there he is, Jared. He's alive. Or at least he looks it. He's got that same calm smile, the kind they all had by the end. He's holding a tray of banana leaf brownies. I yell his name, sprint across the field. He doesn't stop. He walks up to the group of strangers, arms outstretched. I shove him hard. The tray flies, brownies scattered. For a second, just 1 second, his eyes flicker, a twitch of something real. And then I feel something crack across the back of my skull, and everything goes black. "Hey honey, it's Mom, just checking in. Haven't heard from you in a bit, we miss you. Your sister's recital is next week. She keeps calling, asking if you're going to be there. Call me, okay?" What's up guys, this is Rev here. If you made it this far, thanks. And let me know what you thought of the story in the comments.